Hello everyone, I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and today we're talking about some of the confusion around maternity and paternity leave. We have a lot of people come in and they say, hey, my friend got a year, maybe even longer, of maternity leave. What's going on? Why can't I get that? And the answer is probably going to be either different circumstances or different job. So, first off, you're going to get a lot of people, let's face it, all pregnancies are not equal. There's a lot of difficult pregnancies. There's a lot of medical conditions and disabilities that can crop up from or during pregnancy, and some of those people are going to qualify for much larger accommodations or, in some cases, work-from-home accommodations, or maybe even short-term disability benefits. So, right off the bat, that's the thing that can happen that can result in much longer maternity leave, right? If you are stuck in bed, you had a really tough pregnancy, your recovery is just brutal, it's so difficult, it's going to take time, you might qualify for disability on the short-term level. You might be allowed to work from home because of something that's going on as a result of your pregnancy. You may have a very, very real medical condition resulting from the pregnancy that, you can work from home. Wouldn't make sense for you to go in, right? So that's first and foremost something that can happen that leads to some of the confusion. Now, the next thing that can happen is there's a lot of jobs, a lot of union jobs with collective bargaining agreements that have weird rules about maternity or paternity leave. So some of the unions in New York State, in New York City, for New York City employees, I know, for example, the attorneys who work for New York City, when they work overtime, it's very strange for attorneys to be paid on an hourly basis, but they are sometimes by the city. And when they work overtime, if it's not mandated overtime, they accrue time into their comp basket. And they're allowed to use this paid leave, these paid hours that are accrued, they're allowed to use that if they want to take leave for maternity. They could take a year off. They could take longer off, maybe. So that's the thing, and that's paid at full rates because they've accrued all this time by unmandated, unrequired overtime. That's incredible. What a wonderful thing for them. It's viable for both mothers and non-birthing parents, and it's a tremendous system. Although I don't know how many businesses could afford it, but New York City can. I know they can because they tax that ever-living everything out of me and all of us. So that's another departure from the normal leave system. In any union, any collective bargaining agreement, any workplace could provide special procedures inside that particular workplace that are not statutory. They're not provided by law, but they're given by the employer over and above what is required by law. So that's why, some of your friends might just have crazy amounts of leave time. Now, let's look at the baseline. You have the Family Medical Leave Act, and in New York you have the Paid Family Leave Act, and those kind of provide, so long as you qualify, they provide the baselines, the minimum that you might receive for your maternity or paternity leave. Now, in this whole mix, if you are going back to work, we have another video which we'll link, I think, down below, for mothers who need to pump. You have rights to lactation rooms. You have rights to breaks to pump, and that's very important to know because I don't know how you deal with that if you're not given those rights. What did women do for the past 100 years? It doesn't even make sense, but you have those rights now. Know about those rights so you can enforce them, right? And in parting, I guess what I would say is if you have concerns about your maternity or paternity leave, or you have a medical condition resulting from your pregnancy that is going to require some accommodations or some time, talk to your union. If they can't straighten it out for you very quickly, they can't fix it, call an employment attorney. Any attorney in this industry should be thrilled to speak with you free of charge. We exist first and foremost to help you, and if we help enough people, we make some money, right? I hope that helps.